Good morning, this is Harika. In this video, we will talk about the analysis of effect of coupling capacitors. To understand the effect of coupling capacitor in the cascading of amplifiers, so let us consider a two-stage RC coupled CEC amplifier. So especially the H parameter model we can consider to understand this one. And here that we are taking the input of second stage in case of RC coupled amplifier, and the output that is connected from the input of your second stage is from your output of the first stage. Here the coupling capacitor is a CC is represented here like this. This is a coupling capacitor, and this shows that output of the first stage, and this represents the input of the second stage. So this figure is again simplified. So as simplified model, just we can consider here HOE-RL. The HOE-RL is parallel combination. We can take it as an RO dash and CC, that input of the resistors R1, R2 and RI2 parallel combination is, let us take yours RI2 dash. So this is a simplified diagram of that above considered one. The effect of the coupling capacitor we can calculate with respect to the frequency response. So the frequency response case, we are taking the frequency into two terms: low frequency, mid frequency and the high frequency. So first we can calculate the voltage gain at mid frequency. So what is the above figure we are getting? The current source is a parallel with your R0 dash and the coupling capacitor, and again the input resistance of the second stage is the RI2. Now that current source is replaced with the voltage source. When you are replacing your current source with your voltage source, the voltage source is a series with your resistance. So this is a replacement diagram of this one. So in the above, at a mid frequency, that coupling capacitor is purely acts like a short circuit. So that is a CC in the figure is a short circuit. Then we'll get that equivalent is like this. So in this figure, to calculate your V0, apply the voltage division rule. According to your voltage division rule, V0 is equal to total applied voltage source is this one. So that is a minus HFE IB R0 dash across your RI2 dash by your R0 dash plus RI2 dash. So your V0 by VI is equal to minus HFE IB R0 dash RA dash by R0 dash plus RI2 dash. So to calculate your voltage gain, so both sides we are dividing with your 1 by VI. So here is both are cancelled. So that's the reason you are dividing with your VI. So V0 by VI is nothing but the voltage gain. So at the voltage gain at your mid frequency, we are calculating this is at a mid frequency. So that is AB mid is equal to this expression. Let us take this is a equation 1. Now calculate the voltage gain at low frequency. So when calculating the voltage gain at low frequency we have the capacitance effect. So in this diagram we can take the reactance of your capacitor, that is 1 by j omega cc. So here also we apply your voltage division rule. So V0 is equal to this expression we will get here. So this one, and by at low frequency V0 by Vi is equal to minus HFE and this one. And to simplify this equation and to write in terms of your AV mid, so just numerator and the denominator we are dividing with R0 dash plus RI2 dash. So after dividing this one, so we are getting that AV is equal to V0 by Vi. After dividing, this is the equation. So from this above value term, this expression if you see, this is equal to the AV mid. So that is replaced with your this total term. This is with your AV mid. So AV mid is equal to 1 plus 1 by j omega cc R0 dash plus RI2 dash taking. And the AV low by AV mid is equal to 1 by 1 minus. Here is a 1 by j that we can bring to the numerator. So that is 1 minus j by omega cc R0 dash plus RI2 dash. So your omega is nothing but your 2IF. So just we are substituting that 2IF here, 2 pi f. So 1 minus j 2 pi f cc R0 dash plus RI2 dash. So let us consider that here is that FL, lower cutoff frequency, we are assuming that FL is equal to 1 by 2 pi cc R0 dash plus RI2 dash. So therefore AV low by AV mid is equal to 1 by 1 minus j FL by F. So just you're taking your magnitudes. So then your magnitude of AV low by AV mid is equal to 1 by square root of 1 plus FL by F2. So if FL equal to F, so then your AV low by AV mid is equal to 1 by root 2. So AV low is equal to 0.707 into AV mid. So FL is the lower 3 dB frequency of an amplifier. Similarly, if we calculate your voltage gain for high frequency, so at high frequency the shunting capacitors produces the low reactance which is parallel with the output, reducing the gain. So that in the same analysis, if you did, so at shunting capacitors is present at your high frequency, then AV high by AV mid is equal to 1 by root or 1 plus F by FH whole square. So FH is called the higher cutoff frequency. Now we see the analysis of effect of coupling and bypass capacitor. In the previous one, just we see that coupling capacitor. Now we'll go with your both coupling capacitor and the bypass capacitor. We already know that the bypass capacitor main function is to have to produce the low reactance path across your emitter resistor. Then we can increase, then we can get the more output voltage. So to understand this one, let us take in a single stage CE amplifier as shown in figure here. So in this figure, we know that R1, R2, RE provides your biasing for the transistor, and your RS is the source resistance, and VS is the signal source, and CC is the coupling capacitor, and REC is the bypass capacitor. To simplify the analysis, we assume that the R1, R2 is greater than your RS, so that RC is small, so that simplified hybrid model is as shown in figure. So we are assuming that R1 parallel to R2, that combination is greater than your RS. So that is the reason why the total value is only that source resistance is present is RS. And here also we are taking your simplified hybrid model. So the transistor is replaced with this simplified model. So HIE. So coupling capacity is 1 by J omega CC, and the output side HFE IB, and at the emitter bypass capacity is that 1 by J omega CE RC. So here is RE is greater than 1 by J omega CC. So that's the reason why you are neglect your emitter resistor is RE. So the output voltage V0 is given at, so V0 is equal to minus HFE IB RC. Now calculate your apply the KVL at your input, we will get the VS. So VS minus drop across this RS minus HIEIB, so minus IB by 1 by J omega CC, and here we will get that input also. So that is 1 plus HFE IB, so 1 by J omega CE is equal to the 0. So VS equal to, just after simplifying that by expression, so that VS is equal to IB to RS plus HIE plus 1 by J omega C1. So let us consider is here 1 by C1 is equal to, here this 1 by C1 we are getting, just we are assuming this term 1 by CC plus 1 plus HFE CE we are taking in a 1 by C1. So therefore that V0 by VS. So V0 by VS is equal to minus HFE IB RC by IB into RS plus HIE plus 1 by J omega C1. This V0 by VS is just we are getting by dividing this equation, output is V0 and this expression, and the input is VS. By dividing these two, V0 by VS, we are getting this expression. AV is equal to minus HFE RC by RS plus HIE 1 plus 1 by J omega C1. So we have to remember this one. AV is equal to minus HFE RC by RS plus HIE plus 1 by J omega C1. Now we can calculate this AV at different frequencies. First we can calculate at a mid frequency. So and your mid frequency, the coupling capacitors or the capacitors which are present in the circuit is both totally acts like a short circuit. So therefore your AV mid is equal to AV mid equal to V0 by Vs equal to minus HFE RC by RS plus HI. Now the voltage gain for low frequency. So when calculating this, we are having the capacitance effect, that is 1 by J omega C1 is present. So this expression is dividing your numerator and denominator with the RS plus HIE, that because to have to get the relation between the AV mid and the AV low, just we are doing that one. So after dividing this numerator, that is H of V RC by RS plus HI, this is equal to the AV mid. So AV mid 1 plus J omega C1 RS plus HI, and here just again that 1 by J is there, that we have to bring to the numerator is a minus J. So we are getting this expression AV low is AV low by AV mid equal to 1 by 1 minus J 2 pi F C1 RS plus HI. Let us consider here lower cutoff frequency is FL equal to 1 by 2 pi C1 RS plus HI. Just after taking that assumption, just we can write the AV low by AV mid is equal to 1 by 1 minus J FL by F. So after taking the modulus, this is the expression. So 1 by root over 1 plus FL by F whole square. If the two frequencies are the equal, so then we will get that term is equal to the ratio of the AV low by AV mid equal to 0.707. Now similarly, we will get your high frequency also same. So AV high by AV mid is also equal to relation 1 by root 2 0.707. The frequency response of a multi-stage amplifier. So effect of cascading on the gain and the bandwidth we can see here. In case of RC couple, if AV mid is equal to mid frequency gain per stage, so then the overall mid frequency gain of an n identical stages will be A mid is equal to AM by n. So that is AL by A bit is equal to, we are having this expression from your previous analysis. So 1 by 1 plus FL by F whole square by 1 by root 2 for single stage. So overall low frequency gain will be for n number of stages is this expression. So the lower 3 dB frequency for overall low frequency gain can be defined such that F is equal to FL of n. So just by substituting in place of F is equal to FL of n, this is the expression. So similarly, we will get the overall high frequency gain can be written as like this. So FH of n by FH whole square n by 2. In general, we can determine the gain of multi-stage amplifier at any frequency below lower cutoff frequency of individual stage can be given as AV is equal to A mid whole power n by 1 plus FL by F whole square whole power n by 2. And similarly for the higher cutoff frequency also we can write as A mid power n by 1 plus F by FH whole square whole power n by 2, shown like this. So that is your cascading on the gain. Now the cascading on effect of cascading on the bandwidth. So the bandwidth of the cascaded amplifier is always less than that of the bandwidth of a single stage amplifier. So the lower dB frequency we are having for n identical stages, if we consider FL of n, so that is equal to the 1 by root 2 and F equal to the FL. So according to that we are taking this 1 by root 2. So root 2 and FL, after just square on both sides, just we can calculate the relation between the FL and FL of n. So after doing all these operations, so then we'll get FL of n. So that is a lower cutoff frequency of an n number of stages is equal to the FL by root over 2 power 1 by n minus 1. So where FL of n is a lower 3 dB frequency of n identical stages, FL is the lower 3 dB frequency of any single stage. So that value is compared with your single stage, FL of n value is decreases. That is by a factor is root over 1 by root over 2 by 1 by n minus 1, that fact value is decreases. So this value is decreased for the multi-stage amplifiers. Lower cutoff frequency value is decreases for the multi-stage amplifier. And upper 3 dB frequency. So as taken the same relations for your from the previous analysis, 1 by root 2 is equal to 1 by root over 1 plus FH of n by FH whole square whole power n. So from this we can calculate the relation between FH and FH of n. So FH of n equal to FH root over 2 power 1 by n minus 1. From the equations 1 and 2, FL of n is always greater than your FL and FH of N is always your less than your FH. So we can say that the bandwidth of the multi-stage amplifier is always less than the single stage amplifier. Thank you.